Discover the shocking, untold story of how Bruce Lee swiftly defeated a karate master in a legendary showdown. Before his legendary showdown with Wong Jack Man, Bruce Lee faced another significant but lesser-known opponent. In 1960, while still building his reputation in Seattle, Bruce Lee encountered Yoichi Nakachi, a black belt in karate and in judo. Following a misunderstanding at a kung fu demonstration, an intense clash unfolded at the downtown YMCA. Join us as we explore this crucial and little-known fight that helped shape Bruce Lee's legendary status.
In 1959, Bruce Lee came to Seattle. That's where I met him.
In 1959, 18-year-old Bruce Lee arrived in Seattle right at the start of his super kung fu phase. Integrating rigorous training from Hong Kong with innovative techniques from the U.S., he quickly made an impact. Guided by his family friend and mentor, Fook Young, Bruce delved into various kung fu styles, shaping his unique philosophy.
As I said before, Fook Young taught Bruce a lot of forms from other kung fu styles.
Bruce Lee wasn't just a student, he avidly absorbed knowledge from every possible source. In addition to Wing Chun, he also studied Tai Chi, Southern Menace, and Eagle Claw Kung Fu. He gathered a small, dedicated group of friends who became his first Kung Fu students, providing live resistance for practice. These formative days laid the groundwork for Bruce's eventual rise to martial arts legend.
Bruce Lee!
Yoichi Nakachi, Bruce's formidable opponent, began his martial arts journey at age 12 under a skilled instructor in Japan. By 1959, Nakachi had honed his skills to achieve black belts in both karate and in judo. Moving to Seattle, his martial arts prowess earned him a formidable reputation. According to Jesse Glover, Bruce Lee's first student, Nakachi was a legitimate badass, known for his expertise in street fighting capabilities. He even fought against guys who were armed with knives. In 1960, the University of Washington hosted a martial arts demonstration at Edison Technical School, marking the genesis of an unexpected conflict. Bruce Lee, ever the showman, led a captivating presentation featuring both kung fu and judo. His commentary on the superiority of soft styles from the internal school, like Tai Chi, over hard styles from the external school sparked a misunderstanding that offended Nakachi.
I hear you said that karate is far from as good as kung fu.
It is. You know it.
While reflecting on that day, Jesse Glover recalled Bruce's demonstration and discussion on kung fu styles inadvertently insulted Nakachi, leading to escalating tensions. The truth is that Bruce didn't even mention karate during his demonstration. Well, despite Bruce's initial resolve to avoid conflict, Nakachi's provocations continued, culminating in a note threatening Bruce in the school's basement lounge. While seeking an alternative, Jesse suggested settling the score at the downtown YMCA that afternoon.
Bruce wanted to fight at the school. I told him it wasn't a good idea. We agreed to fight at the YMCA.
The showdown was set at the YMCA's racquetball court, chosen for its privacy. Bruce arrived with his trusted peers Ed Hart, Jesse Glover, and Howard Hall, while Nakachi was accompanied by some of his students. Jesse Glover, recalling the lead up to the fight, said, "Well, 2 weeks before, I asked that karate guy why he wanted to fight Bruce. He said he felt insulted by Bruce's comments on karate. Well, with the rules laid out, there would be 3 2-minute rounds judged by knockdowns. Bruce and Nakachi faced each other, ready for what would be a critical clash of martial arts philosophies. When Nakachi finished his stretching routine, Bruce walked over and asked if he still wanted to fight. Nakachi affirmed, yeah. Bruce nodded, signaling that the time for talking had ended. The fight was about to begin. The tension was palpable as Jesse Glover started the match, and in an instant, Bruce deflected Nakachi's first kick and countered with a flurry of rapid punches, driving Nakachi back. The fight was quick but intense. Bruce's superior technique overwhelmed Nakachi, ending the match in just 11 seconds.
So we stood there looking at him, and the guy was laying there like he was dead. And we looked at each other, and we looked at him, said, shit.
Bruce's ability to effortlessly deflect Nakachi's attacks and counter with powerful, precise blows demonstrated not only his technical mastery, but also the superiority of his adaptive fighting philosophy. Well, as the dust settled, Bruce's students were in awe. Jesse Glover, still processing the intensity of what he had just witnessed, was struck by the sheer dominance Bruce displayed. Concerned for Nakachi's well-being, they rushed to his side. Jesse approached, and he was relieved to see Nakachi beginning to stir. Nakachi, although battered, was still conscious and aware of his surroundings. Remarkably, when he finally regained full consciousness, he asked Bruce for a rematch. Everyone who witnessed the fight thought that he was completely out of his mind, but Bruce, calm and composed, declined the offer. As far as I'm concerned, I'm never going to talk about what happened today with anyone else, Bruce stated firmly. Well, leaving the YMCA, Jesse Glover felt immense pride in Bruce. When we left the YMCA, I was really proud of Bruce. He'd won the fight and had shown his opponent kindness when it was over. Bruce made us promise that we would not talk about the fight to outsiders. Word of the fight finally leaked out, but it wasn't from one of us, Jesse reflected. This intense but brief confrontation with Yoichi Nakachi solidified Bruce's reputation as a formidable martial artist in Seattle and beyond. The effortless way in which Bruce dismantled a seasoned karate expert left an indelible mark on those who witnessed it, proving his martial arts philosophy in a real-world scenario. This victory was not just a testament to Bruce's physical abilities, but also to the principles and techniques he had so diligently refined. In the aftermath of the fight, Bruce's confidence soared, marking a shift in his teaching methods and philosophy. He became more dedicated to evolving and adapting his style, emphasizing practicality and directness in combat. This approach eventually laid the groundwork for his development of Jeet Kune Do, a martial art philosophy that eschewed traditional forms and embraced fluidity and adaptability. For Bruce's students, witnessing their instructor face and defeat a skilled martial artist in a real fight was profoundly impactful. This encounter spurred Bruce's students to become fervent advocates of his teachings, spreading his methods and philosophies with renewed enthusiasm. They said they felt honored to be part of Bruce Lee's inner circle and became instrumental in helping to disseminate his revolutionary ideas. The fight at the YMCA provided them with a tangible example of Bruce's philosophy in action, inspiring them to train harder and to carry forward his vision of martial arts. The fight between Bruce Lee and Yoichi Nakachi was more than just a brief altercation. It was a defining moment that showcased Bruce's martial arts prowess and adaptive philosophy. The conflict began with a misunderstanding, escalating to a swift, decisive victory for Bruce Lee. His effortless deflection and powerful counterattacks left an indelible mark on his students, solidifying their belief in his teachings. Now, although Nakachi requested a rematch, Bruce's emphasis on skill over pride illustrated his approach to martial arts. But what do you guys think about Bruce Lee's handling of the situation and the philosophy that he demonstrated? Do you know any other lesser-known stories about Bruce Lee's fights that you find intriguing? Hey, share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be checking back to see what you all have to say. Also, be sure to check out our video on the real story behind Bruce Lee's fight with a Kenpo karate master to delve even deeper into Bruce Lee's development during the early 1960s. And as always, hey, y'all keep training, remember to breathe, and come back to holler at me on the next video.